What's up, guys?
John and Alice here, and we are currently at Whitby, as probably the title of the video suggests.
As promised, we're here to do some ghost hunting and see if we can catch anything spooky on camera.
So we're going to visit some locations this very night. It's currently, what time is it? 8 o'clock, so we will be leaving very soon, because that's when a lot of the legends apparently take place from, roughly, isn't it?
Yeah, with it being September, it's already getting dark outside and a little bit chilly, so it's all set for that spooky mood, what we're going for. Okay, so the first myth we'll be investigating tonight is the story of the ghost of St Hilda, who was a nun who lived in Whitby Abbey, which is now in ruins, but apparently people say you can still see her ghost patrolling the upper floors of the abbey and looking out of the window, and very occasionally she's seen in the ground floor as well, but that's less common. So we're hoping to hopefully record the upper windows of the abbey and see if we can catch anything, maybe her shadow looking out, surveying the land that she owns. And the second ghost that lives in the abbey is the ghost of Constance de Beverly, who was a nun who broke her vows because she wanted to be with the man she loved, and as punishment for that she was bricked up in the walls alive, which is pretty severe if you ask me. But apparently people couldn't hear her calling for help or crying, screaming, that kind of thing, trying to claw up the walls to get out. So we'll be listening out for any kind of unusual noises, maybe someone calling for help, and looking for unusual shadows walking around the abbey.
Another place we'll be hitting tonight will be Grape Lane. The story is that a young girl called Mary was doing duties for her dad one night, and the dad left to go do some things he needed to do, and during that time her hair caught fire and there was no one around to help her. She slowly and painfully burned to death with no one being able to help her. They did get to when she was on the last stages of it, but it was too late to save her by then. And some say that even today you can sometimes smell her burnt flesh just before you see her actual figure form in front of you. We're going to see if we're going to see that tonight.
They say the first sign you have of her appearing is the smell of burning hair and flesh. I think she was visiting the bakers for her dad, and because her dad wasn't there to supervise her, she ended up getting her hair caught on fire because of that, and the baker wasn't there either. Apparently they said that her skin was peeling and falling from her body onto the ground by the time that she got taken to the infirmary, and so unfortunately she burnt to death, and people say her ghost still haunts the streets of, well, Grape Lane.
To this day.
Everyone knows that St Mary's Churchyard is a very eerie, creepy place, as graveyards tend to be, but this one's extra special. It's the Church of St Mary's, which is next to Whitby Abbey, and this one is obviously, as a lot of people know, home to Dracula's grave, or so they say. We actually visited his grave earlier today. Not only is Dracula supposedly buried in the graveyard, it's also supposed to be haunted by the ghosts of sailors who died at sea, and they were buried in the graveyard, but obviously that's bad superstition for sailors. They prefer to be buried at sea, where they love to live and work. So there's supposed to be a spectral carriage that comes into the graveyard at night, preferably when it's raining. It's not raining tonight, but we'll still see if we can be lucky.
It has been raining though.
It has been raining recently.
Maybe that'll be
enough. They say that when it gets late at night and it's dark and it's raining, the spectral carriage comes from the sea to pick up the ghosts of dead sailors who were buried in the churchyard, and then the carriage goes back over the cliff into the sea again. And sometimes people have heard the noises of horses, or the carriage wheels, or sometimes they even see the ghosts of the sailors wandering among the gravestones. So we're going to see if we can record any of that, maybe pick up any noises or things we might see in the graveyard.
See, this one isn't as bad, because in a way it's an oddly nice one that they come in to, put people to rest. So it's
return them home
to be able to move on to the afterlife, hopefully. So in a weird way, this one's a little bit nicer.
This one's probably the first wholesome myth we're going to be investigating.
Yeah, no burnt to death, no
starved
to death in an abbey or whatever. Just people being able to move on to the afterlife, which I'm sure, if the afterlife's a thing, isn't that what we all want, really?
Yeah. And the final place we're visiting tonight is the Western Lighthouse, which is supposed to be haunted by the ghost of a long time past lighthouse keeper who was working there one dark and stormy night. Thought he'd probably better go up into the lighthouse to do his job, because he could see that the sea was rough and boats out there might be in danger and need the lighthouse to guide them safely into Whitby Harbour. Unfortunately, because it was raining so hard and it was dark, he slipped on the steps going up to the lighthouse and fell all the way down and unfortunately died. So some visitors to the lighthouse say that they've seen him making his way along the pier at night, ready to go to the lighthouse, and then other people say they've seen the slightly more morbid side of him lying on the ground at the foot of the steps. If we are able to catch anything, maybe we could try talking to some of these spirits and try and put them to rest.
You never know.
I mean, we can just kill a legend in the process and, stop tourists from going to Whitby, but I don't care in the favour of helping some poor dead guy.
Whilst we're going around doing these, searches, shall we say, to see if there's anything, we'll obviously be recording throughout Whitby, because Whitby's an old place and there's some really spooky places in Whitby. So maybe there's even other things what we don't know about. Do you think there's going to just be 5 ghosts in Whitby? Whitby is an old English town and it's been around for hundreds and hundreds of years. So there's going to be something. And obviously there's a lot of religious background, so hey, you never know, we might catch something completely unexpected. So that could be interesting.
So, let's get started and see what we find.
Time to adventure. See you guys out there. Down people already. Medic. Guys, we was walking along the street. Anyway, look at that spooky house. Oh my god.
I think it was built in 1887.
Yeah, it's an old one. That's spooky. It's so spooky.
It is.
Yes, it is doing a very heavy spook. It's so quiet, guys. It's really, really weird. It's like 9 o'clock at night and it's dead. And I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but we came down earlier.
It looks nothing like
and it was packed. I nearly walked in pee. So happy I didn't. Some real old looking buildings. Like,
potential for quite a few of them to be haunted, to be honest.
and it's a very, I don't know, what would you say? Like, it's definitely a harbour town, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a very old harbour town, lots of a mishmash of different buildings, from like modern ones to like sort of more Victorian ones. I mean, we get lots of like half-timbered pubs and stuff around here. I mean, all of them could be haunted. The water looks so inky black.
It does, it looks like squid ink or something. Oh wow, okay, that looks really cool. You know what you can see there?
Yeah.
Look at this from here.
So much better than real ice.
It is. Was there a freaking cone in there?
There's 2.
Why is there cones in there?
I don't know.
Did you do that? Not gonna lie, for a distance, I thought that was a real dude.
Oh, remember times I've done stuff like that.
Scared the shit out of me. I expect to see a zombie pop out one of the buildings or something.
Yeah, I know, right?
And then there's this guy. Dude. There's a boat on there with its light on. I don't know if it's not picking up on camera.
Has it got its...
Oh,
Just like
is it?
flashing off of the street lights?
I don't know. Good question.
So,
You should know.
why?
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get it.
It's a premonition of things to come, guys.
Smiler. And diva. Shit is gonna get real. Look at that, guys. That's how you know it's real. Do not read the zeros. They will. Spooky.
Lane.
Do you know which one it was?
That pink building there. That's the one that was the bakery. The light's flickering.
Oh god, it is.
Well, that's an interesting first sign. No, that pink building there, that was the bakery where the girl's hair caught fire. In fact, you can actually see the name of the lane, Grape Lane, on the side of the baker's building. It's a museum now.
In the front of the doorway.
Yeah, you can see it above the doorway. Yeah, you can see the name of the lane just above the door there. Grape Lane.
And ironically, granted it's a little bit late,
but that is a fire exit. And also on the side of the building there, you can see the plaque. It was built in 1688. Obviously, that was a very long time ago. Like in the morning to serve like bread to people, I think, because that's where they're like lower down. You know, like a serving door in a restaurant. Pretty sure that's because it was originally a bakery. It's a museum now. It would have been one of those doors. Probably that one, what the girl ran out of with the hair on fire.
It's crazy to think that
All that
was
time ago.
yeah.
That actually happened. And we like stood there.
Wow. I don't smell anything particularly unusual.
No, I can't smell anything.
Maybe the sense of smell's gone.
Maybe. Does that window look like it's been painted on?
Oh yeah, the one at the top.
Yeah, it looks like it's been painted on, doesn't
That
it?
don't look real.
It doesn't look real.
In fact,
Is it real?
I don't know if it is.
I can't even tell if it's real or not. It doesn't look real.
And the one next to it on the other side doesn't. Not that one, but that one
they're
there.
not proper glass, are they?
The one
It's
there
painted.
somewhere, I think.
Why is that one painted on? That's really creepy. That's fucking bizarre, that is. See on the side of the building, the little plaque that says it's a building of historical interest. Only half because it's such an old building, and also half because obviously
What
what
happened?
happened. But I mean, they're not allowed to tear it down, like you can't. That's why it's not a baker's anymore, but they had to repurpose it. It's like they know something we don't. Like maybe like the spirits would get mad or something if they tried to tear the building down.
I mean, in fact, if you look at it, this entire thing's quite a spooky look. Really.
I know, right? And it's super dark. This coffee shop, it's actually, the window's actually going outwards. If you look at the side, you can see like the building's like coming out. And like the windows like, because it's been there so long, the earth has actually shifted and pushed the walls out.
So many of these places could have a very dark history we don't know about.
Yeah, I know. We only know about the ones that were like actually written about. Actually, a barber shop. It looks so quaint. Like it doesn't look like a modern barber shop at all. It looks
From here, it doesn't look like one at all.
It totally looks like an old Victorian shop.
The only reason you can tell is like the normal looking dudes, like, you know.
Yeah. No, it totally looks like it's on. If you go to like the recreation of a Victorian street, it looks like that, but it's actually genuine.
See, guys, places like, you know, you see in your history books do exist still. See where you are. It's like all these. Like,
Yeah, I know. Like, what's going on with that?
it's like, does a building go underground?
That'd be a basement.
But why do you need a basement when
It's
tall?
tall. You look tiny compared to that door. You look like a child. Your head is level with the letterbox, basically.
Okay, real talk. You know, if we do hear or see something, well, again, but that's for a different time. What do you think we should do? Should we investigate, or do you think we should just keep it from a safe distance? And how do you think you'll feel if you do actually see or hear something, probably at the Abbey or anywhere really, to be honest, around this spooky ass place?
I'd be quite happy to hear it, to be honest. 'Cause
Yeah?
it would be further evidence to like support what I already believe in.
Oh, we're gonna die! First haunting.
We are the haunted. Now that tiny alleyway though. Look at that down there to the harbour. The stars on your camera.
Now I'm getting some weird feedback though.
Feedback.
Come
Like
here.
what? Sort of grainy like.
I've recorded it before. I never got that.
Really?
Yeah. And then you look away and it's gone. It begins the long ass walk up the damn stairs to the Abbey. Kitty! Or is it a hellhound? It's getting quieter.
Around that corner you see the last flight of
Yeah,
stairs. It's like-
still going.
We're 158 stairs.
From here.
More. 201 stairs.
201.
201 tall, steep stairs. That's a lot of stairs.
Did I hear what? I didn't hear anything. What did you hear?
Like a sort of, like a cough or something.
Oh, a cough. Yeah, I heard a cough. I just thought you were a random dude.
Like over there.
Oh. No, I don't know where it came from. I heard a cough. Like a
deep-
cough.
Oh, yeah, that.
Yeah, I heard that. I just...
It came from over there.
Could there be a person? There could be a person over there, to be fair.
Dark up here. I love it that it's so quiet because all the people's gone because it's so late. Well, here we are in St Mary's Churchyard, which is where the ghosts of the sailors are said to be picked up by the spectral carriage what carries them back to the sea.
Things being tiled up with rope. That's a bit strange. I admit, that made me jump for a minute.
Did you say it's on the strike when you're supposed to hear something?
Seriously?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I guess we'll go find out.
The round you go, the more likely you are to hear something.
And right, okay, I don't know if I just picked that up, but I'm sure I just saw something in that window there.
Like what?
It was like a very quick dart of light. I have genuine idea if that would have picked up on camera. I hope it did.
Like something like moving across the window.
See where there's... Okay, so you know where there's like the sort of upstairs bit there?
Yeah.
And there's a sort of square shape, the gap?
Yeah.
Directly in front was is that a window there or that black sort of shape?
Yeah.
I'm sure I saw something dark, it was like a mere second or two flicker.
Okay, I didn't see that. What's that weird ambience noise?
Is that the wind? Do you think that's the waves crashing against the cliffside?
Could be.
See, it's very loud, isn't it? It's like a booming, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think it might be waves. To be totally honest.
if it's above sea, there's more chance of the spectral cars coming.
It's definitely rough there, you can totally hear that.
I just saw a bat fly past.
I wonder what I was looking at. That's why I came around this way I thought you saw something. Well, you did, a bat.
I saw a bat.
Which is still pretty cool to see. What?
That is actually kind of weird. That little
What?
door.
What little door?
That little door there.
I don't see a little door.
That little door.
Oh my god, I do see a little... Oh god.
Open.
It's moving.
Exposure and focus are locked. What does that mean? It's locked onto something.
The camera can see. What happened is the door swung open a bit and then like a weird material, like a not even English.
Like a weird what came out?
Like a weird misty figure. Really looks like a misty figure. You know, it's just pitch black.
Yeah.
It was pitch black, but then it was like a speckly kind of.
I hope that was picked up on camera.
I think it was because I saw it through the camera.
I just don't know why that little door's open. That's a really...
What I did is I zoomed in on it, and when I zoomed in, the door opened.
And something came out.
No, nothing came out. Something's in there.
I don't even know what that is. What it leads to.
I've never seen that here before. I've come a couple of times.
I know. It's like it looks like a kind of underground door. It's like it leads to a crypt or something.
What I did there is...
But why is it open?
I don't know. It shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be open.
No, it shouldn't
There's
be.
no one here.
Why is it tied off? I mean,
That's a
they're
good
not doing
point.
They're not doing a very good job at tying it off. But...
Also, it shouldn't be tied to gravestone. That's kind of disrespectful. But
Oh, well, that's it.
like the whole area is roped off. That's weird.
What's that? What did you say?
When I was filming, something black like dipped across the top of the screen. I thought it was my finger, but it wasn't.
Whereabouts was it?
Like across the top of the screen, like something black dipped into focus. But like I thought it was my finger, but my finger.
Wait, top of there, I just saw something flashing. You know where it's dark?
Yeah.
At the very, like, here, I saw like a white flicker. I don't...
Should we move away from this door? I'm a bit creeped out.
Oh, actually, I'm a bit... What's something creepy? Oh, we should investigate. Proceed.
Well, I did walk a little closer. I just don't like that open door. It's giving me the heebie-jeebies.
Seriously, I saw a weird mist over that. I just heard some shit over there. Did you hear that rustle?
No.
Did you not hear that?
What, like grass rustling?
You know, like can I do it with a phone? Like at that kind. But a bit like that.
I think I like a glass rustling noise. I think I know what you mean.
But like heavier than what I did. It was but I think it was only like a single. Just a single. The camera probably would have picked that one as well.
So you want to go back to that little door and see if you can see it
I want
again?
to see if you can see it. Because seriously, that creeped me the hell out. I mean, just look back at the footage and you said you could barely see something. Well, I could see something quite clearly when I was recording. The door's open more. The door's open.
It's actually open more.
The door's open. Fucking open. And the wind, it won't open it. The wind's coming from that way and it's coming here. And there's a big wall in the way. That wouldn't open.
It's actually open more than it was last time.
No. Here, the wind has stopped.
Oh yeah, it does start. There is no
That
wind.
couldn't have blown it open.
There is no wind in this corner.
So there's no way that could open with wind. Okay, apparently I don't see it, but sometimes here there's meant to be a ghostly figure of a...
Old man sat down with his dog.
Do you know anything about it?
Man's supposed to be sitting on the wall. Last time we came here, I actually saw it, but it was in exactly the same position as a picture of it I saw on the internet.
So we thought it was fake?
So I thought it was fake, but now we've come back. I can't see it at all.
I mean,
can't see
let me
what
just
I
try
thought.
angles, different angles, just in case.
I want to look up online what it's supposed to look like.
Because the thing is, we're not just mindless ghosty hunters trying to... if we can debunk something, we will.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we know there's plenty of fakes out there. And we want to prove which ones may well be real and which ones are just made up for whatever reason.
Because there was an online article saying that a couple spotted the ghost of an old man on his...
Because that's that exact door.
Yeah.
What angle's that from? That's from over there, isn't it?
Oh.
That's from next to them gravestones. Let's see if we can match it.
Yeah.
Because then we'll know. Because it's from here.
It's from here.
Because that is... If I just
So that's
focus
what
and
it's...
focus. Because that's them three gravestones
That's
there.
what it's supposed to look like.
I can see it
yeah.
actually. That guy's debunked. See there? That's a dog.
Supposed to be.
And because you can see on the right side, look, the white patch, that's a dog. Now what's the moment to be? Is that a shadow?
It's that shadow on the wall. Looks like it's got a flat cap on.
There, look, right there.
No, that one's
okay,
literally just a shadow.
That's a shadow. Okay, well that's one ghost story debunked already. And potentially another one open with a door.
On the other.
That little door. There's nothing about that door either as well, because we looked online.
Can we go and look at that creepy gate?
Do we have to look at more creepy ass gates and doors? Yeah, hunt ghost, not become one.
Did you hear that?
Okay, no I didn't. What?
Like a sort of...
Was it me?
No.
Okay,
It came
wait.
from over there.
Oh.
Just scrape your foot. No, it came from over there.
I mean, I can do different scrapes. Any of those?
No, it came from that corner. Because I can hear your foot clear as day. That came from over there.
I didn't hear it.
That was that little in that corner.
I'm going to be sweet, I did not hear that
I
one.
heard that.
So anyway, which creepy gate are you saying? That creepy gate? That's quite a creepy gate.
No, that one.
Well, oh, that very, very, very nope creepy gate.
Yeah, the much creepier gate.
Where
Wait, look.
there?
Oh.
I've got a cut. It keeps going out of focus. See it?
Yeah, I can see it. And I don't know.
Tell you what, that could just be a piece of...
It could be a bit of brickwork.
That's probably a bit of brick because it's not moving in the slightest.
No.
Okay, never mind.
That's weird. There's someone's clothing laid on the wall. Like, what is that? A hat?
And why?
And why? Exactly.
What the hell, man?
I mean, what's there's plastic sheeting lying on the floor?
I don't want to get too close because it looks a bit iffy.
It does look iffy. don't know what the hell's down there.
We're not going to find out in all honesty.
No.
I draw the line at potential actual people danger.
Yeah.
Spooky and supernatural and haunted and all of those kind of situations are one thing, but actual
people.
Constance, the one who was bricked in. Oh, that's dodgy.
That's a creepy shot.
That is really cool, but if anything's going to be haunted other than the Abbey, it's totally going to be that. Okay, so we're walking around the side of the Abbey. Bats.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Well, isn't Whitby meant to be like Dracula and all
Spooky
that?
Dracula. Oh my god, vampires and Dracula.
Yeah.
There's that many bats flying around. They're all like Dracula's victims.
Just one get bites us and just to become sparkly and stuff.
No, that's Twilight. That's not real vampires.
That's it. I don't know if I can see something up there or not. Can you see? If you come to here, Alice, can you see through the camera? I might be able to just see. Top left.
Yeah, I can see it.
Is that a person?
That's a shadow. Yeah.
That looks like a person.
It totally looks like the shadow of a person.
Oh god, it's gone again. That looks like a person, man.
Is it moving?
I think it's moving. What the? I'm looking away and I can see it, not through the camera as well, actually. Just not very well.
I can't see it at all because the wall's too high. We need to go further down.
Oh god. It's coming closer.
I need to see it.
Okay, let's move around and see if it's still there. Okay, I keep hearing a weird breathing.
Me too.
Well, like a tss. Okay, that's a dog, obviously, but...
No, it's a person coughing.
Was it?
Yeah. That ram shape.
Yeah, no, that's like a person. It's in the freaking head, chest, torso. Looks like it's all there. See it?
It does. It looks like someone stood there with their arms folded in front of them. Like in the wood. So we can see one.
That makes sense. I don't think I see anything this side.
No, me neither.
No, I don't see anything there.
To get, like, through those gates. I don't know if they're shut or not.
I don't think they are.
No, it looked like they were from the park.
No, I don't think they're creepiest building. Or are they? I can't. Let's go find out. It's a mannequin.
Oh god, that made me jump.
There.
That made my heart stop.
That scared the shit out of me. I thought that was
I thought that was a person, but like
Yeah.
a headless person. Oh my god, it's just a mannequin.
Okay. Okay, debunk, guys. There's not a freaking ghost in the window. What are you thinking?
Do you hear like a woman's voice then?
I don't agree. I personally thought I heard a scream.
I thought that's what I heard. Like a woman's voice screaming. No, I'm not making it up.
No,
'cause I
I'm
know
not.
it seems like hi, we said there was a woman
No,
screaming. I genuinely thought I heard a woman.
From over there.
Yeah. Can't hear anything.
I mean, the only thing I can say is, do you think it could have been a seagull doing a really, really weird shit show screech?
Technically it could have been.
It could have been a seagull, but it sounded a bit off for a seagull.
It sounded too human. Like, I know it says like, oh yes, you said there was a woman who screams for help, so obviously you're going to fake hearing a scream, but I didn't. I heard a woman.
Definitely heard seagulls afterwards.
Yeah, me too.
But was it a seagull all the time, or was it something a bit darker to start with?
It just sounded like a
The thing
woman
is,
crying.
I don't remember any of the stories having anything about a screaming woman.
Yeah, it's Constance. She was bricked up in the wall alive.
Oh,
and she was
screaming!
for help.
Oh, of course. Oh, okay.
Constance.
That's a bit darker.
Constance was the woman who fell in love and got bricked up because she broke her nun vows. and you bricked up as a punishment.
Okay, so we're getting pretty close to the really spooky building.
I like how one of the windows and one of the doors is bricked up.
Why the...
Wait, you don't...
No, can't be. It was in the Abbey. It was in the Abbey when they did that. It can't...
What is this building then, if not part of the Abbey? Part of the Abbey grounds. They didn't say where in the Abbey she was bricked up. And it's a window and a door.
I thought... I don't know. I don't think this is part. I don't think this is part of the Abbey, though. I'll be completely honest. I don't think it says. I mean, is it spooky? Absolutely. Is it part of that story? I don't think so. I don't have a clue where we are. I don't know if I should be here. Is this a hotel?
Oh, no.
I've got a feeling we're in a bit where it's a dead end anyway. Shall we back out here? Shall we depot?
Yeah.
Something.
There's some stairs there. I don't know if they lead to anywhere. It's difficult to say.
I mean, I
I
don't.
don't think how we got that good view of the Abbey last time.
I don't know. I don't want to be quite in the middle of nowhere. Because we don't know where we are. Okay, we're looking through these. There's a computer. That's not spooky. Like a weird. Yeah, there's a weird light shaft. I don't know if there's.
Oh yeah.
See that? Nope. That looks like it's a shop, actually. Yeah, that's a gift shop with a bricked up part.
Why is that bit not even bricked up?
You wouldn't, would you? Let's be honest.
No.
You wouldn't have, hey, let's build a shop and for some reason brick some of it.
I don't remember coming up like round here with Gimli and that.
Yeah, but that was in the day. At night it looked real sketch.
Really sketch.
It was dead sketchy, man. Creepy and shit, the house.
Light.
Oh yes, murder comes out. I will blind you with my light. Oh yeah, creepy archway. Cool beans. Caution, mind your head. Are you sure about this?
I don't know if this is the way we went on.
Let's not go this way. I'm not all about that.
You sure?
I'm iffy about that.
Pussy!
Do you not think that seems a bit sketchy at night? If nothing else, just for logical sake. Okay. Looks like
Oh shit! Here we go again.
We'll just get before we start. Oh look, we're going to a spooky way. Okay, we're close to that. Okay, what the hell is this shit? Wake me up inside. Shit. Caution, mind your head. Caution, mind your soul. I want to keep it. Are you sure this is the right way?
Yeah, I think it's the right way. I think this way leads us to get.
It's been kind of weird night, and we've already still got 2 more things to do. Creepy. It is very dark. I'm not okay with this.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Keep talking. Don't let the fear get you. Simple.
I'll be fine.
Guys,
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can see the Abbey over there.
you see that big ass box where you have to go into if you want to pay like 20 quid each to go into the Abbey
Yeah.
to see not a lot of difference to what you can't see from a distance. What is it? You just give me the kind of little lizard.
See the lizard?
Maybe a newt. Oh, hey, little buddy.
Crayfly struggling a lot.
Oh.
Going with them?
If we go round, round the front
Yeah.
of where we were, go around the front. There's a lower bit we could probably put him in, and then there's all the grass there, so we can hide from predators, and go get some yummy bugs or something. Because around here is probably, I mean, if you didn't see, or it's someone who's not a nice person.
Yeah. It's really unfortunate.
Oh yeah, but I'm pretty sure that's a little newt.
Bring up my sleeve. No. Don't go up there. That's allowed.
Only I'm allowed to feel. We'll call him Sabo. Or her.
Soppy.
I bet it's just like, what's going on?
I can feel it moving around in my hand. I can him, he's adorable.
They're cute little creatures.
Yeah. Not scary. Don't go there, buddy. You stay put. I'm trying to keep got my sleeve again. Stop.
It's nice and dark.
No going in there. I will cup you. It's dark for you. No going up the sleeve.
No sleeve for you, Mr. or Mrs. Newt. He's like, I am a free Newt.
Just trying to cup him in my hand so I don't jump.
New, 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 new. I am a Newt.
Oh, you're the most perfect creature. Don't jump.
Should we
Could you
get him?
just shine the light on him, please, instead, like, not with the camera, but like for me? Because I want to see him. You're adorable.
Shall we
Got
get him
a
back?
beautiful amber eye.
There's a gap under the gate. And he could maybe make his out. Hopefully he'll make his way round. I'm sure in the Whitby, in the Abbey grounds there's a big water source. So I'm trying to remember seeing it and walking past it when I was in there once.
Do you think that'd be a good place for him?
Well, the pond creatures aren't they as well, mainly?
Because he's not a sea creature.
No. He'll die in the sea.
Salt water would be no good for him.
No, he'll die. I'm going off your sleep now.
I'm a little lizard boy. Be free. No one's going to tread on him there.
No, because he's got plenty of time to move before he's open again. It's probably like, what, 11 o'clock?
Yeah.
Right?
I wish I could keep him.
I know. I'm not even surprised to hear that. Well, we've got a couple of cuffings and you had your little buddy.
Yeah, my little lizard buddy. Little Newt.
Here's a big cone again. Pretty sure that was there. So, before we go to see the last couple of bits, like the lighthouse and that,
I'm going to go back and check that door again.
just one last time, because obviously it's been about an hour or two, something like that, since, and well,
I want to see if it's closed or if it's more open or if it's the same as it was before.
see, it's closing again.
Closing?
It's not as wide as open as it was.
Is it not?
No. I'll zoom in and that's weird. What the? Did you just say something?
What's that?
What the?
What's that? You don't think it came from that little door, do you?
No, that sounded
Like it was something
over
else.
behind, further
It
back.
sounded like it was something knocking against the wall. Like a shoe.
I think that's the signal to leave.
Yeah.
It's definitely a signal. The lighthouse. Lifeguard fell unfortunately to his death on a very cold, rainy, stormy night. It goes that it was a very rough, rainy night, storm, sea, and pretty dangerous weather in short. And being the hero he is like he needed to rush up there to, save boats out there so they could come safely into harbour. But unfortunately, it did slip, and it's a pretty tall lighthouse, as you'll see soon, and it fell to his death essentially, hitting most steps on the way down, and before hitting the bottom he was already dead before. So it's a pretty grisly way to go. And according to the legends, what people say is sometimes if you go in there, which we can't because it's closed, but you can see him so far up the stairs, and sometimes you can actually see him. Now this one we could potentially see, I hope we don't if I'm completely honest, but outside the lighthouse sometimes they say you can see him dead on the floor at the bottom of the steps, which personally I'd rather not because that's really horrible.
I think sometimes they say you can see him like making his way along the pier to get to the lighthouse as well.
Well, if we see a spectral figure in front of us what disappears into the lighthouse, we know we've seen him.
Yeah.
Which that one isn't so bad. In fact, the waves are quite rough here.
I know you can hear the waves going. Well, the sea's terrifying in the dark when it's this rough.
Yeah, it's inky and black, you can't see anything.
No.
So imagine how terrifying it would be to be in there.
I actually see the lighthouse a bit better now. You see that with the green flashing at the top, that's the lighthouse.
So that's where we're heading. Imagine this was like rain and storm and, you know, that in this darkness. It'd be scary. It'd be a hard enough job, never mind dying.
I know, and he was really brave for doing it.
I mean, here it's not technically stormy or raining. It's just a bit extra windy and down there where the sea is. That's why it's rough.
Yeah. Dark.
I mean, personally, I don't know how you could be a fisherman for that reason.
Oh no, oh god, I can't imagine going out when it's dark like this.
I mean, mad props to those of you who can.
Yeah.
And, you know, mad respect if you do it as a job. But I couldn't do it. It'd be too much. I mean, being on a boat for that long and all those big waves, and if you're overboard, you're pretty much game over, and that'd be a horrible way to go.
Yeah. I think you can see the door at the bottom of the lighthouse.
Is it all
where
fenced around?
we would have gone in. Yeah, I think it is fenced off, funny enough.
If you slip at the top of that,
Yeah.
I mean, that's going to be what? What would you say, a good 50, 60 foot?
Maybe.
Maybe even
Maybe
taller.
more. Because it's more than 10 of you.
Oh, yeah, that's true, actually. It's very...
100 feet?
Anywhere from, I'd say, 80 to 100.
That is crazy tall though. Look how high up that is.
Yeah, if you
Imagine
fall
falling
from there,
from the top of there and he fell all the way down the stairs. And he would have landed in there through that door. It's such a tall lighthouse. You don't realise.
Did it one next to us.
Yeah, I know.
I say did it, but it's not. It is and it isn't.
That's probably about 30 foot tall, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, this one, you don't realise how tall it actually is until you get beneath it. Because from up, especially next to the abbey and that, you look down and it looks kind of puny. But when you stood underneath it, it seems crazy tall all of a sudden.
Mm.
And I would not want to be up there.
You can see it on the camera. There's loads of stars you can see.
I
Right
know, the stars look
Can you see that on the
beautiful.
camera?
You can actually see the Milky Way. I'm sure you can
So
see
nice.
the
Can you
Milky
see that on
Way.
the camera? Is it too?
You
A
can
little
you can
bit.
see a few stars. You can see a few, it picks a few of them up.
You know, whenever you're near like an ocean, you can always see so much more of the sky.
You can. Wow, that was quite the experience, guys. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, and if you happen to notice anything or hear anything or anything at all, really, that we didn't or didn't get pointed out, please let us know in the comments below and we'll have a look. And hell, if there's something really interesting, if you want us to react to it, we could do that.
Yeah, we can easily do a reaction video. They're pretty fun.
Yes.
And if you want us to do more of this kind of content, like spooky stuff in future, then let us know as well.
Yeah, and other than that, if you guys liked it, please, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Until then,
Yeah. Bye. Hopefully see you in the next video.